here before the top of the hour. We are going to start lining up calls for Rolling Toe coming up in the next hour. I think I said earlier I'd be joined by Mike Beckett. I'm going to be joined by Kevin Beckett this week. I think Mike is out, I forget what he's doing. He might have told it. Training, I think he mentioned it last week. So we will start lining up your calls and questions for that. We'll be getting to those here in just a little bit. Let's head off to Missouri. Jimmy, welcome to the program.
Yeah, Kevin?
Yes.
Yeah, got a quick question about steroid injections. I got a lower back problem that they give me some Lexicam for arthritis and everything, and it helped a little bit, but it's getting worse. But the Lexicam is actually causing some constipation. So they said the next thing might be injections. Is there a big problem with that?
There's a problem with just about every medical intervention, and I'm not saying we shouldn't ever do them. But I'm glad you're asking, and I'm glad you're concerned. We need to question these things more. You know, I made the statement earlier that hormones are incredibly powerful in our health, and it's a balancing act that's pretty complicated. So I'm not a fan of introducing powerful hormones to the body, which steroids are. So I understand the need to do something about the pain. How are you eating? What's your diet like?
I'm trying to go with your keto diet as much as possible. That was actually going to be my second question. So,
yeah.
Go ahead.
So what we know is pain is inflammation. And we have very, very powerful inflammation fighters in just food and supplements without using any drugs. And we just released what we call our firefighter kit, the anti-inflammatory kit that's loaded with nutrients that will support your body to reduce inflammation. And it's incredible some of the results we've seen. Now, this is we're used to, we have pain, we take something, and the pain goes away within sometimes minutes or just hours. But then the pain comes back, we have to keep taking it again. Because we're not doing anything to fix the pain, we're only blocking the pain signals. So we'll never solve the problem in that manner. All we'll ever do is keep the pain away, and then we have to deal with all the side effects of whatever we're using to cover up the pain. So our approach is, let's address the pain itself. Let's do everything we can to reduce the inflammation so that there is no pain. Now, keto is very anti-inflammatory on its own for two reasons. One, it eliminates most of the inflammatory foods. The inflammatory foods are processed high-carb foods, so keto eliminates those. There's the first step towards pain reduction. We now know, this is new science, that ketones themselves, ketones are something we can measure in your body. And if you're eating the standard American diet, you have virtually no ketones in your body. Your body doesn't produce them on the standard American diet. When you eat a ketogenic diet, especially a nutrient-dense ketogenic diet, the way we recommend, your body produces ketones and we can measure them. We now know that those ketones themselves are anti-inflammatory. They're very powerful anti-inflammatories. So you get the 1-2 punch on pain from a keto diet, and then we want the 1-2-3 punch, so we've created that anti-inflammatory kit. So, you know, do what you have to do for now to get through the pain, but realize that sometimes the transition can be a little rough because some of those steroids could block ketosis. So we have to be aware of that. So you might have to kind of work your way through this transition and try to deal with the pain, or find some other alternatives, maybe some NSAIDs for a little while. But just know that a good, strict, nutrient-dense keto diet alone will reduce a lot of this inflammation and pain. And then the anti-inflammatory kit we have in the store will go even further. And we've had people who have been in extreme pain. I mean, opioid level pain, and they've just about eliminated it completely with this protocol.
Okay, second real quick question.
Now, let me ask you one more thing.
Sure.
Are you a CDL holder? You driving actively?
No, I'm not driving actively. I'm retired, but I am a CDL holder.
Okay. Hey, just one thing I'm going to throw out there. I know this is really controversial, and I had to ask if you were driving. Have you considered cannabis? Are you in a state where it's legal?
I don't know what. I'm in Missouri. Okay. So,
Yeah. I don't think Missouri is legal for either medical or recreational.
Medical, they just passed the law for medical.
Okay.
Marijuana.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, right?
It is. I am talking about marijuana. Cannabis is the scientific term for the plant. I prefer it because it doesn't have such a negative connotation yet. People freak out over this. I swear they lose their mind when I talk about this. But there are absolute medicinal benefits to this plant. It's a far better option for pain than opioids, in my opinion, for most people. And honestly, if you gave me the choice, and I'm in a state where it's completely legal, and I admit that I use it now, and I have for several years, and I use it for different reasons, sometimes just to relax. Not medicinal at all, just the same way I might have a glass of wine at night. Just to relax, sleep, certain things. But people lose their mind over this. But if you gave me the choice, steroids for pain or cannabis, hands down cannabis every single time.
Okay, hemp oil, the same thing?
Not necessarily. There are some people who have reported that CBD oil derived from hemp, which is legal in a lot more places. Probably you can get it everywhere now. They say they get some benefits from it. I've tested it. The benefits are probably more long-term. It's probably more like our approach with food and supplements. That takes some time. That may work with hemp. Cannabis that comes from a plant with THC, the relief is instant. I mean, seconds, not even minutes. So there is a difference. I think CBD oil probably plays a role if it comes from hemp over a longer period of time. It acts more like a supplement. Cannabis and CBD oil derived from plants that do have THC in them, it acts more like a drug, like instant results. The beauty of it is it's such a natural drug. It's not, a manufactured synthetic drug, that the side effects are minimal, almost none. I mean, far better than most other drugs they're going to give you for pain.
Okay, now I don't have an internet, but is there a phone number I can call to get this firefighter?
Yes, absolutely. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. I already started.
All right. Call 855
855
800
800
3835.
3835. Okay, got it. Kevin, I appreciate it, and I do make New Year's resolutions every year, and that's not to make the New Year's resolution. Thank you very much.
There you go. I like that. Good luck. Keep me informed. Let me know how it's going. If you see some results, I'd love to hear it. If you don't see results, call back because there are other things we could try as well. I'm looking at the clock, and it looks like we're going to wrap up this hour, and we are going to come back with Kevin Beckett from MD Alignment and talk about those big black round rubber things on your truck. We'll do that right after this. Serious Trucking News on Trucking Business and Beyond is brought to you by Schneider. Visit SchneiderJobs.com. I'm Kevin Rutherford.